The calendar didn't mean much then, just another day in the summer wind. The sun hung low above the lake, casting gold across the water. You wrote the date across my hand with a marker from a gas station stand, laughing like we never forget how perfect that day felt.
Yeah. August 17th, funny how I remember. Out of all the days that once survived forever, can't tell you what I ate, can't tell you what I wore, but I remember every detail of the afternoon. Windows down on the highway, music way too loud, singing every word wrong, trying to impress the crowd. Back when the future felt distant and life felt simple, back when forever sounded possible.
August 17th, still written in my mind. August 17th, frozen somewhere in time. August 17th, like a song that never ends, even after all these years.
The sun disappeared behind the trees, till the air turned cool beside the beach. We sat there watching city lights appear across the shore. Nobody spoke for a little while, just listening to the waves, like we both knew somehow the night wouldn't last forever. Look, I think about the day sometimes when summer starts to fade, how some moments become memories before they even leave. And maybe that's what made it special, not the place, not the weather, just two people in one moment thinking it lasts forever. Now the years got in between us and life took different roads, but every August when the sunlight hits, that memory still glows. August 17th, still shining through the years, still shining through the years. August 17th, still louder than it appears. Oh, August 17th,
Still shining through the years.
August 17th,
Still louder than it appears.
August 17th.
And though the season moved along, that day still lives on.
August 17th,
The ink washed off.
August 17th,
The ink washed off.
August 17th.
The ink washed off.
The ink washed off. The summer ended, but the date never left my mind. Yeah.
The boardwalk stretched along the shore, same wooden planks as years before. The ocean whispered underneath, beneath the summer sky. The arcade lights were flickering, the Ferris wheel was slowly turning, and every step along that path felt strangely familiar.
Yeah, Boardwalk memories coming back again like they never left, just been hiding in the wind. I remember cheap hoodies and fries by the beach, trying to win stuffed animals we could barely reach, back when every dollar mattered, but somehow we felt rich, cause the sunset and good company was all we needed then. Funny how the simple days become the ones you miss.
Yeah. Boardwalk memories, drifting with the tide. Boardwalk memories, living somewhere inside. Boardwalk memories, like footprints in the sand that never washed away. Yeah. The ticket booth still stood alone, paint peeling from the ocean air. A carousel played distant music somewhere near the pier. Families laughed and walked by slow, just like they always used to do. But every face was someone else, and every year felt new.
Look, I thought memories would fade like old paint in the sun, but some moments stay bright long after they done. Maybe cause we didn't know how special they would be, maybe cause we never stopped being part of that scene. Now every time I smell the ocean or hear seagulls in the sky, a piece of that old boardwalk comes back alive.
Boardwalk memories, still shining through the years. Boardwalk memories, still louder than they appear. Boardwalk memories, and though the season moved along, the feeling still belongs. Yeah. Boardwalk memories. Boardwalk memories. Oh.
kept spinning, the waves kept rolling, and the boardwalk kept our secrets.
Yeah.
The rooftop doors swung open slow. Warm July air began to blow. The city stretched in every direction beneath the painted sky. People gathered on the edge, waiting for the show to start. With paper cups and folding chairs and nowhere else to be.
Yeah, fireworks from the roof, summer in the air, whole city glowing, everybody staring. You were sitting on the ledge, feet hanging off the side, talking about the future like we had all the time. No stress, no deadlines, no pressure in sight, just a couple young dreamers under neon and moonlight. Back when every plan sounded possible, every road felt wide and every night felt like the start of something big.
Fireworks from the roof, lighting up the sky. Fireworks from the roof, reflecting in your eyes. Fireworks from the roof, for a moment time stood still above the city hills.
Yeah,
The first spark rose into the dark, then burst into 1,000 stars. The crowd below cheered out loud as colors filled the night. The skyline shimmered underneath like a postcard from a dream. And somewhere in that perfect view we thought it never end.
Look, it's funny how the brightest moments never seem important then. You don't know you're making memories till years pass by again. Now every 4th of July brings me back to that roof, to the laughter and the conversations and the things we thought were true. Maybe we were wrong about forever, maybe life had other plans, but for one night above that city everything made sense. But for one night above that city everything made sense.
Fireworks from the roof, still burning in my mind. Fireworks from the roof, frozen somewhere in time. Fireworks from the roof, and though the colors faded fast, the memory still lasts.
The sparks disappeared. The city stayed awake. And that summer kept glowing in the dark.
Fireworks from the roof. Oh. Fireworks from the roof. Fireworks from the roof. For a moment time stood still above the hills.
Yeah. Yeah, all the waters on the dime, let me tell you where yeah.
The radio played through open windows as the shoreline drifted by. Golden light across the dashboard painted everything alive. You had your feet up on the seat, singing louder than the speakers, like the season couldn't end if we kept singing along, yeah.
The last summer song, didn't know it then. Thought we'd hear it 100 more times again. Windows down, late August there, whole world small, we ain't have a care. That melody became a memory before we even knew. Funny how a simple song can keep a piece of you. Every chorus takes me back to that passenger side where forever felt close enough to reach if we tried.
Playing through the night, under fading daylight, and every time I hear that sound, the years turn around.
The years turn around.
Yeah, the years around.
The season slowly packed its bags. The sunsets came a little sooner. The boardwalk lights looked different when September came around. The playlist changed the weather too. The crowds became a little smaller, but that one song stayed behind.
in a grocery store about 10 years later. Stop me in the middle of the aisle like time travel through a speaker all at once. I saw the car, the ocean, and the sky. The version of ourselves that never thought we'd say goodbye. Maybe that's the power music has. It don't just play a tune, it saves a moment in a place and brings it back to you.
We always care. Here we go one time. Hey, hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The movie ended after 10. The credits rolled across the screen. Nobody wanted to leave yet, so we stayed a little longer. The parking lot beyond the glass was glowing under orange lamps, and summer felt like it could last 1,000 nights more. Yeah, when the lights came on, everything felt different, like waking from a dream you don't want to finish. We were laughing in the back row, throwing popcorn, making plans, talking about the future like it was already in our hands. Nobody knew where we'd end up, nobody cared back then. We were too busy living inside the moment we were in, and maybe that's why I remember every detail from that night. When the lights came on, the magic slowly disappeared. When the lights came on, reality was standing near. When the lights came on, but something stayed behind in my mind. Oh. The crowd spilled out into the dark, talking loud beside their cars. The radio played from somewhere across the parking lot. You pointed at the midnight sky and said the stars look brighter here. I laughed and said they'd always been, we just never noticed. Look, I think about that sentence now more than you probably believe. How many things were always there that we never stopped to see? Cause growing up ain't losing wonder, it's learning where it hides in ordinary conversations on ordinary nights. And if I could visit one old memory just for an hour or two, I'd probably pick that parking lot and that summer view. When the lights came on, the movie finally ended. When the lights came on, the summer kept pretending. When the lights came on, and though the night moved on, the feeling stayed strong. Oh, the screen went black, the parking lot emptied, and that night never really left. The Ferris wheel was glowing gold against the darkening horizon. The ocean carried distant sounds beneath the wooden boards. People laughed and passed us by like any other summer night. But something in the evening air felt different than before.
Yeah. Last night at the pier, we ain't know it then. Thought we'd be right back here the next weekend. Cotton candy on your fingers, salt air in the breeze. Taking blurry pictures by the arcades near the beach. We kept talking about forever, like forever was a place. Like time to slow down for us, beside the waves. Funny how the best nights never tell you that the ending.
Last night at the pier, beneath the carnival lights. Last night at the pier, holding on to summer nights. Last night at the pier, and all the music disappeared. The feeling stayed here. The feeling stayed here.
The ride shut down one after one. The boardwalk growing quieter. A distant song drifted through the dark, then faded with the wind. We stood beside the railing there, watching moonlight on the water. Neither one of us could see how much would change. Look, I still remember little things, the details most forget. The hoodie that you borrowed and never gave back yet. The way the ocean sounded when the crowd finally went home. The way that silence felt when it was only us alone. Now every time I see a pier, hear a carnival song, a part of me goes back to where those memories belong.
Last night at the pier, still shining in my mind. Last night at the pier, like a photograph in time. Last night at the pier, and all the season reached its end. That night never did. The bright and dark, the rides went dark, the waves kept rolling, and summer slipped away with the The calendar didn't mean much then. Just another day in the summer wind. The sun hung low above the lake, casting gold across the water. You wrote the date across my hand
With the marker from a gas station stand, laughing like we'd never forget how perfect that day felt. Yeah, August 17th. Funny how I remember. Out of all the days that won't survive forever. Can't tell you what I ate, can't tell you what I wore, but I remember every detail of that afternoon. Windows down on the highway, music way too loud, singing every word wrong, trying to press the crowd back. When the future felt distant, and life felt simple. Back when forever sounded possible.
August 17th, still written in my mind. August 17th, frozen somewhere in time. August 17th, like a song that never ends, even after all these years.
Yeah. The sun disappeared behind the trees. The air turned cool beside the beach. We sat there watching city lights appear across the shore. Nobody spoke for a little while, just listening to the waves like we both knew somehow the night wouldn't last forever. Look, I think about that date sometimes, when summer starts to fade. How some moments become memories before they even leave. And maybe that's what made it special. Not the place, not the weather, just two people in one moment thinking it lasts forever. Now the years got in between us, and life took different roads. But every August when the sunlight hits, that memory still glows.
August 17th, still shining through the years. August 17th, still louder than it appeared. August 17th, and though the season moved along, that day still lives on. The ink washed off, the summer ended,
But the day never left my mind.
The picture had a white border, bent corners from the years. A snapshot from a parking lot, taken just before sunset. You were laughing at the camera while the wind pulled through your hair. And nobody inside that frame thought time could move so fast.
Yeah, Polaroid Summer, colors kinda faded, but the memory's still bright like yesterday's arrangements. Cheap motel pools, gas station drinks, windows down, no reason to think about tomorrow. We were too busy living, every day felt endless, every night felt different. Funny how the moments you barely pay attention to end up being the ones that stay with you. Yeah.
Polaroid Summer, frozen in a photograph, holding on to what we had. Though the colors fade away, the feeling stays. A Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer.
The photo album gathered dust inside a box beneath the bed. I found it on a rainy day while cleaning out old things. Each picture felt like opening a window to another life, back when the world seemed bigger and time moved slower. Look, I can't remember every date or every place we went, but I remember how it felt, and maybe that's what matters. The radio playing, half the songs were out of tune, still singing every word like we on the summer moon. Now those roads got different names and everybody moved along, but every faded photograph still knows where we belong.
Polaroid Summer, still hanging on the wall, like it never left at all. And though the years keep rolling by, the picture never lies. Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer. The photos stayed faded, the memories stayed vivid, and that summer kept its colors in my mind. Polaroid Summer, Polaroid Summer.
Yeah. Yeah. The boardwalk stretched along the shore, same wooden planks as years before. The ocean whispered underneath, beneath the summer sky. The arcade lights were flickering, the Ferris wheel was slowly turning, and every step along that path felt strangely familiar. Yeah, boardwalk memories coming back again like they never left. Just been hiding in the wind. I remember cheap hoodies and fries by the beach, trying to win stuffed animals we could barely reach. Back when every dollar mattered, but somehow we felt rich, cause the sunset and good company was all we needed then. Funny how the simple days become the ones you miss. Boardwalk memories, drifting with the tide. Boardwalk memories, living somewhere inside. Boardwalk memories, like footprints in the sand that never washed away. The ticket booth still stood alone, paint peeling from the ocean air. A carousel played distant music somewhere near the pier. Families laughed and walked by slow, just like they always used to do. But every face was someone else, and every year felt. Look, I thought memories would fade like opaque in the sun, but some moments stayed bright long after they done. Maybe cause we didn't know how special they would be, maybe cause we never stopped being part of that scene. Now every time I smell the ocean or hear seagulls in the sky, a piece of that boardwalk comes back alive. Boardwalk memories still shining through the years. Boardwalk memories still louder than they appear. Boardwalk memories, and though the season moved along, the feeling still below. The rides kept spinning,
boardwalk lights were coming on as the sun slipped from the water. A warm breeze moved through the air, carrying distant laughter. You were drawing circles in the sand, talking about places we go, like the summer had forever left and nowhere else to be. Yeah, summer we never finished, still replaying it in my head. All those plans we used to make before life went somewhere else instead. Had a map on the dashboard and a whole lot of time, or at least that's what it felt like. Back when you were by my side, we kept saying next weekend, we kept saying one more trip, never knowing some goodbyes. Don't announce what they are when they happen. Summer we never finished, still living somewhere in my mind. Summer we never finished, frozen somewhere in time. Summer we never finished, like a sunset that won't fade away from yesterday. Yeah. The carnival packed up in the fall, the Ferris wheel lights disappeared. The beach grew quiet after dark, just waves against the shore. I drove past there a year ago, the place looked smaller than before, but somehow every memory still felt life-size. Look, maybe that's the thing about you, you don't know you're in it till it's gone and all that's left are little pieces of it, a wristband from a concert, a photo with the date cut off, a voicemail you forgot existed, but it randomly goes off. And now every summer evening got a little bit of you, living in the orange sky when the daylight turns blue.
Summer we never finished, still drifting through the years. Summer we never finished, still louder than it appears. Summer we never finished, and though we never got to stay, the feeling never went away. Summer we never finished. Summer we never finished. Summer we never finished. Sun finally set. Sun finally set. The sun finally set.
The boardwalk went dark, but that summer never really ended. Check.
The basketball court lights clicked off. The park felt quiet after dark. We grabbed our bikes and hit the road with nowhere else to be. The summer air was warm and still. Streetlights glowing on the hill. And every turn we took that night felt like forever. Yeah. 2 bikes home, racing through the neighborhood, thinking life was simple and forever would be good. No driver's license, no responsibilities, just scraped knees and endless possibilities. We knew every shortcut, every fence and alleyway, every place to hide out, every place we'd stay, till somebody's porch light flashing. It was time to head home, but somehow every night felt like a story of its own. 2 bikes home under yellow streetlights. 2 bikes home. 2 bikes home on those endless summer nights. 2 bikes home with the whole world in our hands, or at least that's how it felt. The convenience store on Oak Street still stands beside the traffic light. The same old sign above the door, though everything else changed. Sometimes I drive past after work and slow down at the corner there, like maybe if I look long enough, I'll see us riding by. Look, I don't miss being broke or being young and clueless. I miss believing every dream was something we could do next. Back when a Friday night was the biggest thing around. Back when all our problems couldn't leave that little town. Now we're scattered different places, different jobs and different lives, but somewhere in those summer streets we're still riding side by side. 2 bikes home, still rolling through my mind. 2 bikes home, like a photograph in time. 2 bikes home, and though the years moved on so fast, that ride somehow still lasts. 2 bikes home. 2 bikes home. 2 bikes home, and though the years moved on so fast, that ride somehow still lasts.
The streetlights stayed on, and we kept pedaling into the summer night.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take it out, 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 take it out.
The rooftop door swung open slow. Warm July air began to blow. The city stretched in every direction.
Beneath the painted sky,
People gathered on the edge, waiting for the show to start, with paper cups and folding chairs and nowhere else to be.
yeah. Fireworks from the roof, summer in the air, whole city glowing, everybody staring. You were sitting on the ledge, feet hanging off the side, talking about the future like we had all the time. No stress, no deadlines, no pressure in sight, just a couple young dreamers under neon and moonlight. Back when every plan sounded possible, every road felt wide, and every night felt like the start of something big. Fireworks from the roof,
Lighting up the sky,
fireworks from the roof,
reflecting in your eyes.
fireworks from the roof.
For a moment time stood still above the city hills. Above the city hills.
No crow.
Oh, oh, First spark rose into the dark, then burst into 1,000 stars. The crowd below cheered out loud as colors filled the night. Skyline shimmered underneath like a postcard from a dream, and somewhere in that perfect view we thought it never ends.
Look, it's funny how the brightest moments never seem important then. You don't know you're making memories till years pass by again. Now every 4th of July brings me back to that roof, to the laughter and the conversations and the things we thought were true. Maybe we were wrong about forever, maybe life had other plans, but for one night above that city everything made sense.
Fireworks from the roof, still burning in my mind. Fireworks from the roof, frozen somewhere in time. Fireworks from the roof, and though the colors faded fast, the memories still last. Above the city hills.
Hit it back, hit it back, hit it back, hit it back.
That's gone. The sparks disappeared. The city stayed awake, and that summer kept glowing in the dark. That's gone. Go, go.
The Ferris wheel was glowing gold against the darkening horizon. The ocean carried distant sounds beneath the wooden boards. People laughed and passed us by like any other summer night. But something in the evening air felt different than before.
Yeah. Last night at the Pier, we know it then. Thought we'd be right back here the next weekend. Cotton candy on your fingers, all there in the breeze. Taking blurry pictures by the arcades near the beach. We could talk about forever, like forever was a place. Like time I slowed down, for was way beside the waves. Funny how the best nights never tell the end.
Last night at the pier, beneath the carnival lights. Last night at the pier, hold on to summer nights. Last night at the pier, and though the music disappeared, the feeling stayed here. The ride shut down one after You'll remember little things, the details most forget. The hoodie that you borrowed and never gave back yet. The way the ocean sounded when the crowd finally went home. The way the silence felt when it was only us alone. Now every time I see a Pier to hear a carnival song, a part of me goes back to where those memories belong.
Last night at the Pier, still shining in my mind. Last night at the Pier, like a photograph in time. Last night at the Pier, and though the season reached its end, that night never did. The rides went dark, the waves kept rolling, and summer slipped away with the
The picture had a white border, bent corners from the years. A snapshot from a parking lot, taken just before sunset. You were laughing at the camera while the wind pulled through your hair. And nobody inside that frame thought time could move so fast. Yeah. Polaroid Summer, colors kinda faded, but the memories still bright like yesterday's arrangements. Cheap motel, pools, gas station drinks. Windows down, no reason to think about tomorrow. We were too busy living, every day felt endless, every night felt different. Funny how the moments you barely pay attention to end up being the ones that stay with you. Polaroid Summer, frozen in a photograph. Polaroid Summer, holding on to what we had. The photo album gathered dust inside a box beneath the bed. I found it on a rainy day while cleaning out old things. These pictures felt like opening a window to another life, back when the world seemed bigger and time moved slower. Look, I can't remember every date or every place we went, but I remember how it felt, and maybe that's what matters. The radio playing, half the songs were out of tune, still singing every word like we on the summer moon. Now those roads got different names and everybody moved along, but every faded photograph still knows where we belong. End up being the ones that stay with you. Polaroid Summer, still hanging on the wall. Polaroid Summer, like you never left at all. Polaroid Summer, and though the years keep rolling by, the picture never lies. The photo stayed faded, the memory stayed vivid, and that summer kept its colors in my
the screen. Nobody wanted to leave yet, so we stayed a little longer. The parking lot beyond the glass was glowing under orange lamps, and summer felt like it could last 1,000 nights more.
Yeah, when the lights came on, everything felt different, like waking from a dream you don't want to finish. We were laughing in the back row, throwing popcorn, making plans, talking about the future like it was already in our hands. Nobody knew where we'd end up, nobody cared back then. We were too busy living inside the moment we were in, and maybe that's why I remember every detail from that night.
When the lights came on, the magic slowly disappeared.
think about that sentence now. More than you probably believe. How many things were always there that we never stopped to see? Cause growing up ain't losing wonder, it's learning where it hides in ordinary conversations on ordinary nights. And if I could visit one old memory just for an hour or two, I'd probably pick that parking lot and that summer view.
When the lights came on, the movie finally ended. When the lights came on, the summer kept pretending. When the lights came on, and though the night moved on, the feeling stayed strong.
The screen went black, went black, black, went 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 black.
The screen went black. The parking lot emptied, and that night never really left.
The basketball court lights clicked off. The park felt quiet after dark. We grabbed our bikes and hit the road with nowhere else to be. The summer air was warm and still, streetlights glowing on the hill. And every turn we took that night felt like forever. Two bikes home, racing through the neighborhood, thinking life was simple and forever would be good. No driver's license, no responsibilities, just scraped up knees and endless responsibilities. We knew every shortcut, every fence and alleyway, every place to hide out, every place we stayed. Till somebody's porch light flashed, and it was time to head home. But somehow every night felt like a story of its own. Two bikes home, under yellow streetlights. Two bikes home, on those endless summer nights. Two bikes home, with the whole world in our hands, or at least that's how it felt. Though convenience store on Oak Street still stands beside the traffic light, the same old sign above the door, though everything else changed. Sometimes I drive past after work and slow down at the corner there, like maybe if I look long enough I'll see us riding by. Look, I don't miss being broke or being young and clueless. I miss believing every dream was something we could do next. Back when the Friday night was the biggest thing around, back when all our problems couldn't leave that little town. Now we're scattered different places, different jobs and different lives, but somewhere in those summer streets we're still riding side by side. Two bikes home, still rolling through my mind. Two bikes home, like a photograph in time. Two bikes home, and though the years moved on so fast, that ride somehow still lasts. The court went dark, the streetlights stayed on, and we kept pedaling into the summer night. Two bikes home, two bikes
Yo, the song kept playing, the summer kept fading, and neither one ever really left. Yeah, I'm up, oh. The radio played through open windows as the shoreline drifted by. Golden light across the dashboard, painted everything alive. You had your feet up on the seat, singing louder than the speakers, like the season couldn't end if we kept singing along. Yeah. The last summer song, didn't know it then, thought we'd hear it 100 more times again. Windows down, late August air, whole world small, we ain't have a care. That melody became
how a simple song can keep a piece of you. Every chorus takes me back to that passenger side where forever felt close enough to reach if we tried.
The last summer song, playing through the night. The last summer song, under fading daylight. The last summer song, and every time I hear that sound, the years turn around. The season slowly packed his bags. The sunsets came a little sooner. The boardwalk lights look different when September came around. The playlist changed, the weather too. The crowds became a little smaller.
I heard it in the grocery store about 10 years later. Stopped me in the middle of the aisle like time traveled through a speaker. All at once I saw the car, the ocean and the sky. The version of ourselves that never thought we'd say goodbye. Maybe that's the power of music has. It don't just play a tune. It saves a moment in the place and brings it back to you.
That summer song, still echoing somehow. That summer song, still finding me right now. That summer song, and though the station changed for years, the feeling never disappears.
Yeah, come on, come on, come on. The song kept playing.
Summer song,
Yeah, feel like it, come on, come out.
the last summer song.
The basketball court behind the school still held the heat of June. The chain link fence, the fading lines, the place we spend our days. Back when the future felt so far and every night belonged to us. We'd sit on hoods to park the cars, watching airplanes cross the dark. Yeah, before we grew up, before reality, before rent, due bills, due responsibilities. Back when a full tank and a Friday night felt like freedom in its purest form. Nobody talking about careers, nobody worried about the years. Just trying to stretch the summer out as long as it could stay here. Funny how what we thought we'd always have, another weekend waiting. Never thought life would move this fast, or people would stop staying. Before we grew up, before the world sped up, before we knew enough to know we lose touch. Before we grew up, when every dream felt close and every road stayed open. Hey, the court stands empty nowadays. The paint chipped off from years of rain. The corner store we used to walk to changed its name again. Some moved out and some moved on. Some disappeared without goodbye. But every time I pass that block, the memory survives. Look, I ain't saying I wanna go back, cause every chapter had its reason. Sometimes I miss the version of us that only lived in those seasons. The one that laughed too loud, stayed up way too late. Thought every friendship was forever. Now we're scattered across maps, different cities, different lives. But somewhere in that old neighborhood we're still 16 sometimes. Before we grew up, before the years rolled by, before we learned goodbye and watched the seasons change. Before we grew up, when the future felt so near and forever live right here. Before we grew up, before we grew up, and forever live. The court stayed empty. The planes kept flying. And summer never knew we were leaving. Summer we never finish with. Never finish with. Summer we never finish with.
Summer we never finish.
Yeah, the boardwalk lights were coming on as the sun slipped from the water. A warm breeze moved through the air, carrying distant laughter. You were drawing circles in the sand, talking about places we go, like the summer had forever left and nowhere else to be. Yeah, summer we never finished, still replay it in my head. All those plans we used to make before life went somewhere else instead. Had a map on the dashboard and a whole lot of time, or at least that's what it felt like back when you were by my side. We kept saying next weekend, we kept saying one more trip, never knowing some goodbyes. Don't announce what they are when they happen.
Summer we never finished, still living somewhere in my mind. Never finished, summer we never finished. Never finished, frozen somewhere in time. Never finished, summer we never finished. Like a sunset that won't fade away from yesterday.
Just stop. The carnival packed up in the fall. The Ferris wheel lights disappeared. The beach grew quiet after dark, just waves against the shore. I drove past there a year ago. The place looked smaller than before, but somehow every memory still felt life-size. Look, maybe that's the thing about you. You don't know you're in it till it's gone and all that's left. A little pieces of it, a wristband from a concert, a photo with the date cut off, a voicemail you forgot existed till it randomly goes off. And now every summer evening got a little bit of you living in your sky when the daylight turns blue. Ho, 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 ho.
Summer we never finished, still drifting through the years. Never finished, summer we never finished. Never finished, still louder than it appears. Never finished, summer we never finished. And though we never got to stay, the feeling never went away. The sun finally set, the boardwalk went dark, but that summer never really ended.
Jenny got down.
Yeah, yeah, the basketball court behind the school still held the heat of June. The chain link fence, the fading lines, the place we spent our days. Back when the future felt so far, and every night belonged to us. We sit on hoods of parked up cars, watching airplanes cross the dark.
Yeah. Before we grew up, before reality, before undue bills, due responsibilities. Back when a full tank and a Friday night felt like freedom in its purest form. Nobody talking about careers, nobody worried about the years. Just trying to stretch the summer out as long as it could stay here. Funny how we thought we'd always have another weekend waiting. Never thought life would move this fast, or people would stop staying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before we grew up, before the world sped up, before we knew enough to know we lose touch. Before we grew up, when every dream felt close and every road stayed open. The court stands empty nowadays, the paint chipped off from years of rain. The corner store we used to walk to change its name again. Some moved out and some moved on, some disappeared without goodbye. But every time I pass that block, the memories survive.
Look, I ain't saying I wanna go back, cause every chapter had its reason. Yeah. But sometimes I miss the version of us that only lived in those seasons. The one that laughed too loud, stayed out way too late. Thought every friendship was forever, thought every plan could wait. Now it's scattered across maps. Different cities, different lives. But somewhere in that old neighborhood, we're still 16 sometimes.